Okay, so the old boiler is gone. He's out the door, and we've knocked out the old plinth that was here. So what we need to do now is mark out our new plinth. Our new plinth is going to be 1.2 meters squared. It's going to be huge. So we need to make sure that we get it the right size to give the right allowances with the boiler. The flue will still be going up the wall through like the last one. So there'll be a bit of movement on the hearth, but we need to get that built and get it tiled as well. All the existing flow and returns I'm just going to leave in place, and then the guys can make those how they want, because I think most of these, the flow and returns from the hot water cylinder and the central heating, are actually going to go down and along, because they'll be going over to the thermal store, the buffer tank, which will be over there. And then we'll just have a simple probably a flow and return only coming from the boiler feeding into that buffer, which will go underneath the floor. So we've worked out, predetermined what sort of height the floor is going to be. We're going to come up just under 600mm, and that's what height we're going to build the plinth. Once the boiler's in and everything's sorted, in our own time, we can then build the suspended floor at exactly the same height for the rest of the room. So we're going to get 3 or 4 rows of blocks in here, 2 high. Then we're going to bridge those with some concrete slabs. Then I've got a bit of EPS insulation left from the underfloor heating. Then we'll use some tile backer, and then we'll tile. So this morning we need to make a start on making the hole for the flue. We need to enlarge that. So the oil boiler, when we put it out here, we drilled this hole, which you may have seen in the kitchen videos. It's about 1 meter long, or just under 1 meter long. Goes all the way through into the old chimney of the house. I just hired another core, but as you can see, it's literally only a fraction bigger. So it may be quite hard to get it on track, so we'll see how we go. I need to cut 2 slabs to go down the middle here as well. Unfortunately, my maths wasn't very good, up to scratch yesterday, and I didn't make them to be exactly the right width. So we'll cut this one down with the angle grinder, slot those 2 in. At that point, as much as I've tried to get these all level, we'll probably just pour a quick self-leveling over the top of that, which should only take a few hours to go off anyway. So it's our final day before install day today, and made a good start getting this plinth finished. And I'm just dry cutting all these at the moment. This is going to be the tiled finish, just some travertine tiles. And as I mentioned yesterday, got the hearth, the slab. Then I've put this insulation in, just some 50mm EPS, and then I was using that hardy backer, but there was no way that was going to be sturdy, kind of stable enough, just at 12mm. So I'm going to double up. I'm actually going to use some tile adhesive between the 2, and hopefully that'll give us that kind of 1-inch slab, and then we'll stick the tiles to that. So it's looking pretty good actually. I'm quite pleased with the look of the tiles. I'm going to put them down first, then I need to make sure I seal them, and then whether I get around to grouting them now or after the install, I'll probably have to try and do some now, because some of it's going to be covered. But so that's how we are at the moment. So I've numbered them off. I just cut them with the angle grinder. I assume that's the only way to cut travertine. I'm not sure if a tile cutter would work, but so I've numbered them off. We'll take them off, stack them against the wall, then we'll take off those layers of hardy backer and get the adhesive down. And I've got a fast set adhesive, so hopefully by tonight everything will be rock solid, ready for tomorrow. Okay, so the next job is to lay the next layer of cement board on top of this, and I'm going to use the tile adhesive for that layer, and then of course on top of the next layer for the actual tiles. So that didn't really go to plan. As you can see, found some little packets I used as spacers. So my spacers are bang on, but not quite level. So I've got all sorts of weights, including a bucket, 20 litres of water, just because I didn't want any stepping between the two, and I'm still 1 mil off here, but I think I'm just going to have to accept that, and by the time the grout's there it might smooth it, but yeah, I'm not sure tiling is quite my forte yet. But now we've got these 2 tile backers and then this one with this super strong adhesive. We should end up with a solid slab. To be honest, the boiler will be sat here, but I don't think the boiler is going to have self-leveling legs like a small appliance might. So that's why I'm trying to get it as flat as possible. But anyway, that's that. Run out of adhesive, so I need to get a bit more for this section, and then we should be done. We can leave it to set up. So yes, it is 1 o'clock in the morning, and yes, I am tired, but it was just the last few bits we really needed to get done, ready for tomorrow morning, which is when it all starts. So I'll give you a quick look around and then I'm going to bed. As you can see, I've slapped a bit of white emulsion up on the wall just to brighten things up a bit for all these videos and just to make it a bit cleaner in here. Joe's just literally finished a couple of hours ago sealing all the tiles now, so all of these tiles nice and solid, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the grouting once the boiler's on. And these 2 girls have spent all evening in here watching me, so don't know quite why they're not going into their coop lately. They've been sleeping in the porch at the back of the house, and now they've decided that they want to come in, see a bit of the action. Ow! I'm just going to check with them in the morning, but I'll probably want to put 100ml of Kingspan on the floor there, just in case we ever insulate this floor in the garage. It means that will be up at the right height, so we'll do that first thing, but that should be enough space there, just under 1 metre square. And as I said, if needs be, we'll put 100ml of insulation, and then probably some 80ml plywood. But that's it. So here's to tomorrow. So a few things tomorrow morning just to tidy up. I've finally finished this, clearing this walkway here, so hopefully the pallet truck can pull that boiler all the way down. This is our boiler, a bit bigger than the last one. So that's the boiler, and also there's a big hopper outside in the garden which I need to bring through tonight. So there'll be lots of footage tomorrow, and I'm going to do some video work with the guys who are installing it as well, and give you guys a bit of an insight into what's going on. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more biomass adventures, and we'll see you on the next video.